Borrowing and subtraction, visualized just for you on Math Visions with your math jockey, Mitchell Weaver. For the expression 465 minus 378, I'll work it out in the traditional way, then I'll visualize it with squares. Working this expression from right to left, we'll try to subtract 8 from 5. Since 5 is less than 8, we borrow 1 from the digit just to the left of it in 465, which is 6. Our 5 becomes 15, and our 6 becomes 5, since we borrowed 1 from it. 15 minus 8 is 7, and we write 7 in the ones place. Next, we'll move over 1 digit to the left and try to subtract 7 from 5. Since 5 is less than 7, we borrow 1 from the digit just to the left in 465, which is 4. Our 4 becomes 3, and our 5 in the middle becomes 15. 15 minus 7 is 8, and we write 8 in the tens place. Finally, we move over 1 digit to the left and try to subtract 3 from 3. 3 minus itself is 0. Since this is the farthest left digit in the problem, and the answer to this portion is 0, we do not need to write 0 in the hundreds place. Our answer to 465 minus 378 is 87. Now, I'll break down this expression with squares. We have 4 groups of 100 squares, 6 groups of 10 squares, and 5 individual squares to represent 465 visually. To represent 378 visually, I've drawn 3 groups of 100 squares, 7 groups of 10 squares, and 8 individual squares. Since 5 is less than 8, we'll borrow 1 group of 10 squares from the tens place, just like borrowing 1 in the traditional way of doing this problem. Then add them to our 5 squares in the ones place, for a total of 15 squares. When we subtract 8 squares from 15 in the ones place, we're left with 7 squares. Moving 1 space to the left, we have 5 groups of 10 squares minus 7 groups of 10. Since 5 is less than 7, we borrow 1 group of 100 squares from the hundreds place. This is the same thing as 10 groups of 10 squares. So we now have 15 groups of 10 squares in the tens place. Now, when we subtract 7 groups of 10 squares from 15, we're left with 8 groups of 10. Finally, we subtract 3 groups of 100 from 3 groups of 100 and have no groups of 100 left. We're left with 8 groups of 10 squares, which is the same as 80 individual squares. And we have 7 individual squares, which gives us 87. Basically, borrowing and striking through the numbers is the shorthand version of what we just did here. Let's do another one. 46 minus 29. Do we need to borrow to solve this problem? Yes. Starting from the right, we see that 6 is less than 9. Therefore, we'll borrow 1 from the number just to the left of 6, and 46, which is 4. Our 4 becomes 3, and our 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. So we write 7 in the ones place. Now, moving over 1 space to the left, we have 3 minus 2, which is 1, and we write this in the tens place. So, 46 minus 29 is 17. Finally, we'll subtract 65 from 90. Do we need to borrow to solve this problem? Yes. Starting from the right, we see that 0 is less than 5. Therefore, we borrow 1 from the number just to the left of it, which is 9. Our 9 becomes 8, and our 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Now, moving one place to the left, we solve for 8 minus 6, which is 2. 90 minus 65 is 25. Well, that's a wrap for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my knowledge building exercises, link below in the description. I look forward to meeting with you right here next time on Math Visions.